115 absolute Batman covers. Is this a sign of another comic book market crash? No. Is crazy speculation on exclusive variant covers good for comics? Yes. Now I know you're ready to smash that comment button like a Pac-Man machine at Shakey's Pizza, but just give me 2 minutes and we'll sort this out. Now I unpacked the speculation boom of the 90s in this video, and now I'm going to explain why the exclusive variant phenomena is not only good for the industry as a whole, but it represents what I believe is a deliberate pivot on the part of the major publishers. For decades now, publishers have relied on carpet-bombing comic shelves with ratio variants to boost sales. But in late 2025, the industry finally started to see variant fatigue kick in. In fact, Marvel's executive editor Tom Brevoort explicitly recognized this as a market correction. Case in point, DC Comics. In August of 2025, they pushed 43 different ratio variants onto the market. By October, they slashed it to 6. That was intentional, not accidental. I've talked to a lot of retailers about this, and they didn't really chase the ratio variant anyway. It was just a nice little boost to their bottom line. But publishers didn't want to miss out on this revenue entirely, so they made a strategic decision to shift the variants into a dedicated submarket. At the same time that DC Comics pumped the brakes on their ratio variants, they lowered the minimum order requirement on retailer exclusives from 3,000 to 1,000, effectively shifted variant production from a mandatory publisher schedule to a voluntary, privately financed choice for retailers. By the way, a retailer in today's market is very different than it was in the 90s. It doesn't just mean brick and mortar. You've got online order outfits, syndicates, and digital storefronts that exist entirely to cater to this particular collector submarket. It's a really interesting way of quarantining the spec bubble. This is manufactured scarcity for sure, but it's more of a surgical tool than it is a chainsaw. That high-risk speculation primarily lives on secondary platforms and auction sites, which is now completely decoupled from your Wednesday Warrior pull box person and the casual wander into the shop speculator. It's also pumping cash into the industry without putting your local comic book shop at risk, which is great for artists, writers, and other creatives. So yeah, I think variants are good for the industry, as long as they stay in their lane. Now you can crash out in the comments.